Waiters, have you ever had to call the cops on your table? I've served thousands of customers in my 5 years, but nothing prepared me for what happened last Thursday night. It was supposed to be my early shift, home by 9, but around 7:30, this woman comes in with 3 kids. Not unusual for a family restaurant, except these kids looked like they hadn't eaten in days. Dirty clothes, hollow eyes. The youngest couldn't stop coughing. The woman kept checking over her shoulder, flinching every time the door opened. She ordered one kid's meal to split between all 3 children and a water for herself. When I suggested our family special, she counted crumpled bills with shaking hands and whispered, "This is all we have." My heart sank watching those kids eye other tables' food like hungry wolves. That's when things got strange. The woman pulled out a flip phone and started texting frantically. She kept muttering, "He can't find us here," under her breath. The middle child, maybe 8 years old, asked when they were going home. She snapped, "We're not going back there, ever." I brought extra bread and claimed it was about to expire anyway. The kids devoured it like it was their first meal in days. The woman barely touched anything, just kept staring at that phone and checking the parking lot through the window. 20 minutes in, she grabbed all 3 kids and rushed them to the bathroom. They were gone for almost 10 minutes. When they came back, she'd changed the youngest into what looked like boys' clothes. Even though she was clearly a girl, she'd tucked the older girl's hair under a baseball cap. My manager, Rita, noticed it too. We exchanged worried glances. This looked exactly like the custody kidnapping scenarios they'd warned us about in training. Parent on the run, disguising kids, paranoid behavior. All the red flags were there. Then the woman asked me something that confirmed our suspicions. "Is there a back exit? Somewhere that doesn't go through the main parking lot?" Her eyes were desperate, pleading. The oldest kid started crying, saying he was scared and wanted his dad. That was it. Rita made the call while I tried to keep them calm. I kept refilling their drinks, bringing more leftover food, anything to keep them there until help arrived. The woman grew more agitated, constantly checking that phone. "We need to go," she suddenly announced, throwing $20 on the table, but it was too late. 2 officers were already walking through the front door. The woman saw them and her face went white. She pulled all 3 kids close, whispering, "I'm sorry," over and over. The officers separated them gently. One took the woman outside while another talked to the kids. The oldest boy immediately started talking. "Mom said we can't see Dad anymore. She picked us up from school and said we were going on an adventure." My stomach dropped. We'd been right about the custody issue. But after a couple minutes, the female officer came back inside, her expression grim. "Sir, can you come here for a moment?" She showed me her phone. An Amber Alert from 2 states away, but not for kidnapped kids. For 3 children whose father had killed their mother's sister and threatened to finish the job. The woman wasn't a kidnapper. She was running for their lives. The paranoid behavior, justified fear. The disguises, trying to stay hidden from a violent ex with custody rights. The officers immediately switched from investigation to protection mode, arranging safe shelter for the family. Before they left, the woman looked at me with tears in her eyes. "Thank you for calling them. I didn't know how else to get help without him tracking us."